Right now, our composer has installed everything we need to install, so it is time to test our Laravel application. And the way to test it is you simply type from your command line, make sure that you are inside your Laravel folder, you type php artisan serve, hit enter, and then wait. So it has started a server, PHP server for us to see, and that server is at localhost and 88,000. all right, you can type 127.0.0.1 or you type localhost colon 8000. So let's go to a browser. You might see something like this. Just check from your antivirus. As you can see, my antivirus is stopping my server.php. Now look at where server.php is. Server.php is a file that comes with Laravel here, but my antivirus has removed it, thinking that it's a virus that is trying to run a server without my notice. So I have to enable it. I'll click on this, click on create exception, and then the exception has been created. If you don't do this, your server will not run and you will not know why it did not run. Okay, so if we check here again, you see server.php has returned. My antivirus has released the file, so the file is now present here. So every time you run localhost, let me type localhost colon 8000. As you can see, localhost colon 8000, hit enter. So every time you do that, as you can see, it's running now. We have to run that server again. Remember that the antivirus hijacked it, so I'm going to click Control C. If you press Control or Command C on your keyboard, it's going to cancel the previous server that is running and create a new interface for you to write again. So I'll press the top arrow on my keyboard to get the last command I ran and hit enter. It has started again, and now we can come here and refresh, reload, and we're getting 500 internal server error. And one of the reasons we're getting it is probably because some other server is running on my system. Let me figure that out. Okay, the first big challenge that we have is that we're supposed to actually enable a certain file inside Laravel. So let us go and open our Laravel app with your editor. Anything you use to write code, all right, is your editor. For me, I'm using something called VS Code. So if I right click on any folder, it's going to show me the option to open with VS Code. You could be using Sublime Text or PHP Storm or whatever else, but in case you just need to use what I'm using, go to your browser and type download VS Code. Alright, so once you type it, you will see that VS Code is available free on Google. See, code.visual studio, you go there, download it for any of the systems you're using. Alright, just get there and download. Now you see it is there. Just choose the one you're supposed to use. Now if you go to the folder, right click and click on open with VS Code, it will open this folder, the whole folder there with VS Code. Make sure that this is dragged down so that there will be space. On this root folder, you'll see that there is a file called env.env example. Remember that this folder is the same with this folder. Look at it side by side. You see that I have app, bootstrap, whatever vendor, you see. So this is the file I want to edit. So it is called env.example. So what you're going to do is right click and rename. You can't rename it from here because your computer will not allow you to rename files that start with a dot. So you have to rename it from your text editor. So rename. Here I'll remove the .example, so it is going to stop at .env. Hit enter, and there we are. So I click OK, and good. So now we are here. It has been enabled, so with default settings and all. So I'm just going to click save. Okay, Control S on my keyboard to make sure it is saved. So if I come to my browser again and open the server error page, this is my Laravel page. Right click, and it's telling me, oops, encryption key has been specified. No encryption key has been specified. So Laravel always wants your Laravel installation to be unique to any other Laravel installation. So right there in your encryption key, right there in your env file, Laravel puts something called encryption key. Look at it. Ours is just empty. So let's generate a unique Laravel key from our command prompt. So from this command prompt, if I zoom in, so usually when you're developing your Laravel app, you need two command prompts that are open from the same folder. The reason is that one of them will be running your server permanently, and the other will be for running commands. So I'm going to go to the Laravel folder, right click, and git bash here, and then we have this. I'll expand it so that you can see. Hold my shift key, not shift, my control key on my keyboard, and zoom in. That's how you expand the font of this. And now I can simply run php artisan key colon generate. So this will generate a new key for us. Keep your eye here as a new key is generated. Hit enter. So it's going to generate a key, and as you can see, it has added this key here. Very unique key. I'll click Ctrl S and save. So it is saved now. Now another thing we need to do is to come here and reload. Boom! We have our first Laravel application, and remember, we've not done anything, but this application has created a login for us and a sign up system. And look at this, forgot password. If I click on forgot password, it takes me to forgot password page. Beautiful. If I go back, click on register new membership, it takes me to sign up page. Beautiful. Okay, so this is just awesome. Now in the next video, we're going to look at what the structure of the Laravel application looks like, and then we'll go ahead to explore what InfyOM came with, so you can understand what the InfyOM came with, and then we can configure our database so that our Laravel app will connect to our database. See you in the next video.